Just denies like 80% of the pool. Oh! Okay, it is a Meepo pick.
Not the end of the world. Boom doesn't need any regen or anything, and that courier does respawn pretty fast. But first blood, top lane, the trial lane comes into play. They hit level 2.
And whenever your lane's the way it is, you just got to get creative.
Toby taking a bit of damage down bottom, but Seb is going to be careful. He's fairly low, but he is bottling up, and the tower aggro being taken by the creep, so Toby could be in some trouble here. Seb gets hit by another whirling death. Toby's going near them, and he took the tower aggro. Luckily,
super early, like a kill like this even can tilt the tides of the game so drastically. That was a huge rotation from No Tail. So casual.
Really wants to use his haste.
It's a free kill if you lasso anybody with a haste at this stage in the game, unless he's able to TP. But 33
for those kind of moments like we just saw. Toby getting dove at bottom, but here comes Shad TPing in. Boots of travel on Seb, but he's being chased down by a Lycan.
I don't think he can TP out, so he's going to get chased. He has to just keep stacking up those stickies during the retreat. Actually, lasso Shad. Okay. Terribly difficult to play. In this game, Viking GG just doesn't really have that. As we see, Seb kind of just has free reign of the map with these lassos he's getting to use off cooldown. Just finding all of these heroes that are farming. I think Viking is under the impression in the draft that they were going to be allowed to farm against OG. Kind of an odd
swap back. Aramis could be the next hero in trouble. The Maz Arena going to catch 3 as well. This is perfect from 33. We haven't seen much from him, but he shows up to the perfect fight. The swap being protected as well. No Tail with the swap to pull him away.
Nice swap.
And Toby gets hit by the egg stun. Should be going down. With the Timber Chain out, though, he might be okay. There is a dive from Saxon, but he doesn't want to commit.
Tower is going to go down. Lasso's coming off cooldown again. Seb kind of just says, this is my territory. I do what I want with it. As there's 3 Radiant heroes here, and he just kills one.
Well, Sunray also effective on heroes being called Embrace. They're just standing still to set that one up. There's no real counterplay. Even with the ensnares on Seb, the Centaur stun, can they actually go on the bat right? He gets swapped back to safety.
Is he actually alive?
No Tail going to be the new target. And yes, Seb is very alive. In fact, he's got a lasso. He may be looking for the Toby kill here if you're not careful. It's a growth bow, gets a People's Gift. We'll see what he wants to hold on to. Back at mid, though, there's been an arena. Lycan trapped in against that spear. 33 again with the egg on the outside. He's trapped inside. Shad will wear off, so he will get away from the egg and run back to safety, luckily. But the egg stun does catch the Meepo. Unfortunately for 33, he's maybe a bit overcommitted here. The Sunray is healing him up. Is this going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. 33 is melting. And luckily for Viking, bring down Toby. He's got that hood, so he's fairly tanky now. And they may look to punish here. Seb would be a great kill for them to pick up. The swap out does keep Seb alive, though. The spear going to be off the mark. Instead, it's No Tail who saved Seb and will...
He's sacrificed himself in a meaningful way a lot this game. This game goes on. Lycan just does absolutely nothing to Terrorblade. As we see a blink lasso.
Yep. Pull in Toby with the Metamorph damage. It's going to be close. Doesn't look like they've got this kill. Winter's Curse on the backlines. Unfortunately, that does not catch Sumail. Sumail needs a Sun Tug. He's got an easy one with the Meepo.
What?
Meepo just runs into that one, and Sumail says, thanks for the help.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Appreciate the full heal, sir. 2 right-click cores that cannot buy MKB.
Whoa, Toby scouts out Roche with a Timber Chain on through, but he's now being speared back into the pit. They're ignoring him for now. No, Sumail's going to change target, start right-clicking away on him, but does switch back to Roshan. They're keeping vision of this. The Wyvern flying on in, but Sumail wants this Roche with the Sunray heal. He should have it. Wyvern's trying to steal it. Celery. He now just gets focused instead and brought down by Seb's magic damage. Sumail will claim the Aegis with ease as another spear back onto Toby. 33 doing a great job of just zoning them away from this Roche pit. This does not refresh ultimates because it'd be broken.
This is very true. I forgot about that.
So here we go. Viking GG, one last wrap. Perhaps they catch Saxon to start the fight off. There's an egg used very early, but the Mazarine are going to protect it perfectly.
Ranged attacks can't get it.
Can they get it? Wyvern's inside the inside the pit, but he doesn't manage to kill off the egg. The ranged attacks from the outside, unable to hit it. 4 dead. Viking GG, only a Meepo surviving, and he didn't even come to the fight.
As No Tail walks to the high ground, looking to swap potentially.
Yep. Runs into
the lift onto the cliff?
Aramis? No,
he doesn't.
No Tail has a swap potentially. Needs to be careful. He gets speared back, but the blink lasso onto Seb. He is next to some teammates while he gets cursed, but it's not the TB.
33 was disarmed.
And 33 goes in with the arena, pops the bulwark to push him a little bit further away with the God's Rebuke as well. 33 taking a lot of damage from this Meepo. Meepo still alive for now. The Cold Embrace helping him out. Boom. He saved himself the E-Blade now. Viking GG. They're still going to deal with Sumail, and he's going to Sunder, unfortunately. It was a perfectly played team fight by them. I mean, the Meepo, one Meepo saved by Cold Embrace, another by an E-Blade. It still wasn't enough.
It's funny because I was thinking usually when you deal with these raid boss heroes, you want to just kill the rest of their team and then kill them. I was wondering if they could even kill Terrorblade with the rest of his team dead. And this answers my question.
Well, TB,
the answer is no, in
Rubik,
case you guys were wondering.
The illusion. No. Oh, he goes down. Sit back and wail away. The Lycan going in from the side is going to find 33. 33 in some trouble here, but he's going to Sunray heal and he just runs outside of his own arena to save himself. And the Winter's Curse coming in, but the egg's already being used. Lycan dying here. The Sunray from the egg. It's the Death Star just raining fire from above. And meanwhile, Sumail and the TB is just, well, you can't ignore this guy.
Because during Bulwark active, you're disarmed. So it's kind of interesting to see that Wyvern thinks he's getting this 3-man curse, and it's not actually doing anything.
How does the Bulwark work against the Winter's Curse, like your TB's ranged attacks? Would it reduce them? Any chance of that?
I'm not sure, actually.
That would be an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, I can check that after the game.
Sumail charging forward. As we start to see the end of game 1, you've got to imagine. Sumail still has a Sunder. He's being chain stunned here. They'd love to kill him off before the ages. Oh no, Sumail, he gets the Sunder.
No.
And boom, well.
Not like this.
The Sunray onto the Cold Embrace. It should be able to bring down this Meepo. It does, and he's got no buyback. I don't see a way out of this game other than what Viking GG just did. They typed those last 2 letters of their name. They GG'd out, and OG have dominated game 1.
Timber Sod, and it could be a Silver Edge, Nature's Prophet as well.
From Shadow Demon Venge.
The disasters have begun, by the way. Drow, 0 CS so far. Wave onto tower.
Yeah,
Drow with terrible base damage. And, oh, by the way, Venge is dead up here.
Yeah.
You just dive the tower. You've got a double creep wave. You've got treants.
Courier?
You've got Blightstone. The Courier is
Courier
being
bait.
juked. He wants the Courier. He needs to get it. He misses it with the multi-shot. Oh, it's a disaster.
I don't want to have that weight on my shoulders.
Well, we're going to see another kill in the top lane. Sucks. You're about to say, get that kill, please. Viking GG. It goes the way of Shad. It looked like Celery was trying to leave it to him, but they're going to probably both die for this one. Celery would love to grab those bounty runes. He's going to turn and just try and fight Seb. Throws out the wave and...
Wait, what? He just stopped. Oh, okay. He's actually playing really well right now. I'm watching him. He has to get as much farm as possible while buying 33's time and not dying.
Oh, he's coming in for a kill now in the mid lane. The Swashbuckle up with the Disruption.
No mana.
Toby gets...
Oh, no.
Can't get the Rolling Thunder off.
I love how every time I say a player's playing well, they do that.
Yep. He flubbed it. He went for the greedy Swashbuckle to Rolling Thunder, didn't have the mana, and by the time he did, he just got chain stunned and couldn't get it off.
Taking pure damage.
Yep. 33 going to look to defend the tier 1 tower down bottom, but he just went charging in, gets caught by a Soul Catcher, taking a lot of damage here. The Rolling Thunder chain stunning him up nicely, but the damage is, it's just barely enough in the end as Seb does get a return kill on Celery. The Echo Slam going to be slightly off the mark as Toby gets out of this one, and OG committing all 5 heroes to the fight to defend the tier 1. Flack going to kill out a Courier. Now the nice Will-O-Wisp is going to pull everyone back in. Aramis was trying to help out his buddy Boom, but Boom is just trapped inside this Coddle ultimate. Gets out a few more spells, breathes fire onto a couple heroes to get them low. Fissure going to catch Aramis, actually blocks him in.
Is he going to die to this poison?
He's
team, but 33 does break the smoke. Will-O-Wisp used.
Insta Will-O-Wisp. Toby's going to get the Rolling Thunder out, cancels the Timber Chain. He's catching out the backlines. Boom's managed to get himself out of the Will-O-Wisp.
Lockdown.
Yeah, Gyro's in a very aggressive position. Does have the call down, but he dies before he can follow it up with any damage. Does set up a kill onto Toby, so it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. And Seb showing up to the party. We've seen this one before.
God, he hits so hard.
Leads up.
Yeah, you're right, actually. He can postpone it a couple more items.
Yeah. This is Pub's like, nah, if only 4 of the heroes have stunned, no BKB needed. Nice swap out. Saves Aramis, but Celery.
Flag, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I know he does end up surviving. And they've still got the Venge illusion, so they've got that Venge aura in this fight. They're going to keep on trying to fight with the Drow Ranger, but the survivability of this Radiant team, they pop the mech and they're A-OK. They do lose the Keeper of the Light here. DK's in some trouble here. The Chakram going to break the Sprout, but he silenced up the E-Blade there to help him out.
It's a Bloodthorn, not an Orchid.
Well, perhaps that's why the E-Blade's there to try and save your team, but 33 on the front lines is just so damn. Taking the blink, the Echo Slam catches out the back line. Drow Ranger in trouble. Shad going to go down without buyback as he just pulled out this E-Blade, and Toby now silenced up is just melting to the right-click damage. To take racks now. They're back in the tier 4s. They're giving them the GG branches, you know. It's looking like Viking GG is just dead.
Boom has no ult.
I mean, those ults I don't think reflect where the game is at right now, as Viking GG have just lost hero after hero. Their high ground is being sieged. Timber is just up in the DK's face. A swap save being forced from Celery as Sumail pops the BKB. Just looking to flack off absolutely everybody. Toby rolling around. We'll catch No Tail in the corner here. The Ags doing some damage, but not really enough, as OG have just bullied Viking GG deep into their base. The cooldown comes out. The stun onto the Venge secures the kill. They lose the Coddle once again. Poor No Tail's having a bit of a rough time as the multi-shot does find him, but the Sprout onto Boom. He's being caught. Follow-up stun. And OG have caused a dieback on the Dragon Knight, looking to seal the deal here. 33, wants Shad. He finds a tree on the other side of the enemy base where you don't normally expect to be gone on, and Shad, I think, knows his life is absolutely done for. He's trying to hold his ground and fight, but it's a team wipe, and OG have now secured themselves game number 2 and a spot in the Grand Finals against Virtus Pro. We've got a banger of a Grand Finals for you, and unfortunately, Viking GG perhaps a bit figured out today in this best of 3.